Top three things men wish women knew. Let's get into it. The first thing men wish women knew is how good we are at compartmentalizing. This means that different parts of our lives, different realms of our lives don't clash with each other. We keep things in their proper place. We keep work at work. We keep school at school. We keep our relationship where our relationship's supposed to be. We don't come home with baggage and needing therapy. We have an ability to keep things where they need to be and not let them cross over and end up messing with each other. This is a big reason why a lot of men can be in love with somebody and cheat at the same time. And obviously, that's not something that women want to hear. They don't respect that. I don't respect that. However, it's something that men have the ability to do. Believe it or not, a man can love you to death, want to provide for you, want to protect you, and still be cheating on you on a regular basis because he's compartmentalizing that aspect of his personality, his ego, his life, his immaturity, his lack of development, whatever you want to call it, his insecurity. Point is that he can keep that side over there and those desires over there when he's in that situation. And when he comes home to you, he can completely forget about that situation, what he did last night, what he did with the other girl, or whatever the situation is, and he can be completely present with you. It's something that it would behoove women to kind of understand, so at least they would have some sort of grasp on how these things can be done and what's possible in a relationship and how to better deal with their man. I always say it's better to understand, and I also say anger comes from a lack of understanding, and I just seek to understand the world. I don't seek to solve all the problems, but at least if I can understand something, then I can step back and say, okay, I don't agree with it, but at least I understand what's going on and why it might be potentially happening. This can also be a good thing because men have the ability to be in a really stressful situation in life or be dealing with a lot at work and come home and not bring that stress home with them. A lot of times when women are dealing with something at work or something in school, they bring it into their relationship and they end up giving their man or their partner attitude because they simply don't know how to compartmentalize. They come home and Brenda talked to them in a disrespectful manner, so now they're in a pissy mood for the rest of the day. With men, they have more of an ability to kind of let that go, leave that over there, shut that door, deal with it tomorrow, come home, be present with the kids, be present with their woman, be present with the situation that they have in their household. And that a lot of times can lead to a more peaceful household environment. Number two, most things don't matter to us as much as you think. Dinners don't matter to us as much as you think. Traveling doesn't matter to us as much as you think. Getting new clothes, the new car, all these things really don't matter to us as much as you think. A lot of men, we do what we do because we're trying to acquire or maintain a woman. And that's just the truth of it. I've come to realize that most men, the reason they get their hair cut is for women. It's kind of like vice versa too, because women get their nails done, their hair done. I feel like women do it more for themselves than men do it for themselves. If it was up to men and women did not exist, I'm pretty sure dudes wouldn't be showering, dudes wouldn't be brushing their teeth, cutting their hair, lining up their edge. We would be a lot less likely to take care of ourselves and spend money on things that make us look good than women are. I believe women would still do their nails, do their hair and stuff like that, even if men didn't exist. They would just do it to a lesser degree. I believe they would still do it because it makes them feel good and they would kind of seek out that emotion. But most of the stuff men do is not for men. Men don't go to dinner because they want to go to dinner. They go to dinner because they want to take you to dinner and they know that that's a part of maintaining the relationship or a part of, taking you out, entertaining you, stuff like that. And women would be better equipped to understand that a lot of the things that their man does is for them. For example, a woman could say, well, when you take me on a date, or let's say you're getting to know a woman, they'll be like, well, the date really didn't cost 150 because it was $75 for you and $75 for me. But really, if you were not taking that woman on a date, you wouldn't have went out and spent $75. So it's not that you're paying for yourself and you're paying for her. You're paying for the entire thing, something that you wouldn't do if that woman didn't exist. You would have stayed home probably, or you would have did DoorDash or something like that. And that would have ended up being like 30, $40 or something like that. So a lot of things men do is not for themselves, it's for women, more so than women doing that same type of action or those maintenance type of activities such as nails and haircuts for men. Respect matters to us much more than love. We don't really believe in your version of love. We believe your version of love means that as soon as we stop doing what you want, you stop loving us. So we don't think it's real. We love in a more idealistic manner where we see our love for you as some sort of responsibility to you. We see it as having to take care of you, protect you, and provide for you. We believe that women's love is more contingent upon what can you do for me? How far can you take me? How much can you provide for me? Can you provide that lifestyle? Can you relieve me of my debt? Can you put me in that big house? So we see it differently than you all do. And we know that there's women out there who truly love their man and would do anything for their man, but that's really changing as time goes on. In 2025, it's really hard to find a woman who's even really capable of loving a man for him rather than what he can do for her or the lifestyle that he can provide for her and things like that. And because of that, we'd rather just have our woman's respect. As long as the woman respects me, she comes home at a decent time, she treats me well. She doesn't talk over me. She doesn't disrespect me overtly. That feels good to us. That feels peaceful to us day to day as we come home, and she respects you enough to understand that you worked a long day and she could make you a meal, or she respects you enough to know that, let's say you work in a loud environment, she understands that maybe you need some peace and quiet, maybe you need a little massage, something like that. That's all respect. That's how it translates to us. It translates as she appreciates and respects what we do, so she does these things for us. It doesn't translate as, oh, she loves me so much for who I am, and that's why she's doing the things for me. We understand that our job is to provide and our job is to bring utility to the relationship. We accept that, and that's okay. But we don't see love the same as women do. We understand the way you all love. Even though you say you love differently, we see what we see and we understand what it is. And I'm not saying every woman's like that. I'm not saying my woman's like that. I'm just saying that in general, 51% of women, we believe, love in a certain manner, and we accept that and we try to move accordingly. And those are my top 3 things that men wish women knew. Talk to you guys next time.